Hi class, happy Wednesday. It's so nice to see all of your smiling faces today. Okay, I can't really see your smiling faces, but I really wish I could because I miss you guys so much. But I'll hopefully get to see you soon. Today we are going to continue counting money, and we are going to be focusing on counting, I dropped it, on counting bills. So, say I have a $5 bill and my dropped dollar bill. We are going to, scoot down, Mr. 5. We are going to focus on being able to count bills. So, you know, we've been working all year on counting by 2s and by 5s and by 10s, and we know how to count by 1s, of course. So when we count our bills, it's the same as counting by 10s and by 5s. We just kind of skip around, don't we? And then our 20s is like counting by 2s, except it's by 20s. So if we have, say we have, let me get out my 20s. Here we go. Say we have 3 20s. How can I count those by counting by 2s? Well, I can say, well, I have 3 20s, 2, 4, 6. So I have 6 10s or 3 20s, and that's the same as the number 60. So 2, 4, 6, or 20, 40, 60. That's how we can use our skill of counting by 2s to count our $20 bills. So when we have an amount, so let's start with this amount here. We always start with the biggest number because it's easier. We could start with the smallest number, but it's a lot easier to start with that bigger number. So in this case, we'll start with our 20, and we're going to add 10 to it. So to count on from 20 by 10, we would say 20, 30. Now we're going to add 5 to it, so we need to now start counting by 5. So we go 20, 30, 35, and then we count by 1, 35, 36. If we get out our number chart and do it that way, we would start on our 20, because we have a 20 right here, right? So we'd start on our 20, and then we'd add 10 more. And when we're adding 10 more on our number chart, we go down 1, right? So 20, 30. So now we have 30. I'll color that in to show that we have 30. Now we're going to add 5. So 30, we're going to skip through to that middle, which is 35. So 30, 35. We've got our 5, and now we'll add 1 more. 35, and whenever we're adding 1 more, we just go over that way, right? 35, 36. And there's our answer. We have 20, 30, 35, $36. And remember, whenever we are saying, want to show that we have dollars, we have a special symbol that looks like an S with a line through it, just like that. So we would say we have 36, and that means dollars. Let's do another one. Let's do one where we have 2 $20 bills and 2 $10 bills. So we can start at 20 because we can start with our biggest bill, which is 20, and we can go 20 more. So 20 more is the same as 2 10s, so we can go 1, 2, and that puts us at 40. Or we could say 2, 4, therefore we know that we have 4 10s, which would be the number 40. So we've counted these as 40. Now we need to add or count on by 10s to get our 2 10s. So we have 1 10, which would be 1 more down, 40, 50, and then 1 more, 60. And there's our answer. And to write out our answer, we would do our S with a line through it and the number 60. That means $60. All right, if you get out your schedule, you'll see on Wednesday we're doing workbook pages 157 and 158. We are going to do those together, so go ahead and pause while you get those workbook pages out. And if you'd like to do them on your own, you can end the video now. Or if you want to try them on your own and then check your answers, you can pause me, do it on yourself and by yourself, and then check your answers. So we can do it together, you can do it on your own, but either way, I'm going to be doing it with you so that you can see that on video. And another thing I wanted to make sure that you know is you can FaceTime me, or you can some kind of video message me. You know how we meet on Google Meet? I can actually invite just you to a Google Meet. So if you don't have FaceTime or the Facebook one, some of us have been messaging on the Facebook one, we can also do the Google Meet one like we do. So however you'd like, we can do our math together. I love doing it. I did that with somebody today. I won't say who, you know who you are. I did that with somebody today, and it was super, or I'll say yesterday, because today is actually tomorrow for me. But I love doing math with you. So call me if you need to. Just make sure it's between 10 and 2. That's the times I'll definitely be available. You can call me anytime, but I might not, I won't necessarily be available between after those hours, but I probably will. So anyway, let's start on math. All right, I am on page 157, and what we're going to do today is just like we did yesterday. Remember this with our coins, and we're matching it up with what we want to buy. Today we're doing the same thing except with dollars. So our purses have dollars in them, and we're going to match it up to these more expensive items that we want to buy. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to count the money in my purse, and then I can find what it needs to match up to. So this one, you'll see are $10 bills, and then we have $1 bills. So I like this one because we can just start counting by tens and then by ones. So let's try it. Let's see. We have, and I'm going to mark them out as we do them. That way we don't double count them. Here we go. I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, $50, and now I'm going to add my ones. 51, 52. So do you see anything here that costs $52? Why, I sure do. So we will buy our shoes with our $52. Let's look at this next one. Now, remember, we're starting with our highest bill. So we could start with the one if we want, but it's a lot simpler if we start with the highest. And in this case, there's no 20s and there's no 10s. So our $5 bill is our highest. So we'll start with our 5, and then we'll just count on by ones. Here we go. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. We have $8. Find the item that costs $8 and draw your line to it. Here's our next one. We're going to start with our higher bills. What's the higher number? 10 or 5? 10, right, is our higher number. So we are going to start with our 10s, and we'll count by 10s until we get to our 5. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40. Now we need to count on by 5s. And so a lot of times what we want to do is we want to go 40, 50. There's my answer. But we're counting by 5s now. So we have 40. Let's take a look at our number chart. We're on 40. And if we go on by 5, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And remember, that's straight down the middle of our number chart. So 40, 45. And if we had more, we go on 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. But we just have one 5, so we would stop at our 45. So this would give us $45. What costs $45 on here? Draw your line to it. Then we have our last purse. We're going to start with our highest amounts. Doesn't look like they're giving us any 20s, so they're making it a little bit simpler for us. Our highest amount is our 10. So we're going to start counting by 10s, and then we'll start counting by 5s. Here we go. Are we ready? 10, count with me, 20. Now we're going to count by 5s. 5 after 20 is 25, 30, and now by 1s. 31, 32. Good job. And what costs $32? Draw your line to the item that costs $32. Awesome job, you guys. We are going to stop there with math today. Page 158, you do not have to do. If you want to give it a try, you can. You have to color in the amount of money that you need to buy that product. So for instance, if you have a 40-cent orange, you need to color in 40 cents. If you have an 85-cent pack of glue, you would need to color in 85 cents, and so on. This, I actually did it with you on camera, and I went way over our time, and I only have a certain amount of time I can post on YouTube. And I feel that I'd rather you concentrate on really learning what the coins are and how much each coin is worth rather than getting too complicated with counting them right now. So just do the one page, page 157, and then practice with those coins. Practice knowing that your quarter is worth 25 cents. Practice knowing that a nickel is worth 5 cents. Practice that my dime, that smallest coin, is worth 10 cents. And practice knowing that your penny is worth 1 cent. I want you to really, really practice getting to know how much these coins are worth, because if you're not sure how much they are, it makes them a lot harder to count, right? So really practice counting these and maybe drill yourself like, what's this? It's a quarter. It's worth 25 cents. Kind of ask your mom or dad if you can raid their purse or their penny jar or something and practice on those coins, okay? Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys later.